Hi there. We're back with Marcus's educational videos, and this video is going to be on part 2 of the Insomnia series. Kind of surprising myself that I haven't done another video on insomnia, since this is the #1 reason why I research health and in general. But it's just a difficult topic, and it's been hard for me to make any lasting breakthroughs in this subject, but I've been getting some dots have been coming together, so I wanted to update the video with my current findings. So my current finding right now is that there are about 4 factors in my insomnia, and that makes sense that there's more than one because my insomnia has been very persistent and very tenacious, I guess you could say, to be very resistant to any kind of treatments that I come up with, or that any mainstream doctors or even naturopaths come up with. So these 4 factors, let me just name them off really quick. Number 1 is GABA deficiency. Number 2 would be adrenal deficiency, so cortisol deficiency. Number 3 would be a glutathione deficiency. And 4, blanking on it, let me just take a look right now. And number 4 is a microorganism in the stomach issue. So, I've treated a few of these in the past and have gotten some help with my sleep, and I'm starting to put them all together now to come up with a protocol to really knock out all of these factors and help me sleep. So first I'll talk about the GABA deficiency. I think a lot of people experience this, and it's probably from glutamate dehydrogenase, I believe. Glutamate decarboxylase deficiency. So when you don't have enough of a certain enzyme called glutamate decarboxylase, you don't make enough GABA. Now, GABA has 2 functions. In the brain, it is a inhibitory neurotransmitter. So things like Xanax or other benzos will mimic GABA in the brain, so to have anxiolytic or calming effect. So this should show us that anybody who uses these benzos or even benefits from benzos is probably GABA deficient. Now, another thing that GABA does is it regulates blood glucose. It seems to me, from browsing the research, that GABA reduces blood glucose. So if your blood glucose is running high, especially if it's diabetic, in the diabetic range, or even pre-diabetic, or I would argue even anything above 85 fasting, that you're GABA deficient, and that replacing the GABA will help get your blood sugar under control. Not only that, but also anxiety. So this is a big thing, and everybody's heard of GABA if you've been trying to treat your sleep problems. So I had just been turned off by GABA in the past because I read that it's not very well absorbed in the intestines, and not only that, but it doesn't cross the blood-brain barrier very well. But this just seems to be false on a practical standpoint. I mean, supplementing with GABA, definitely I can tell it's absorbed because I can feel peripheral effects of the GABA, like such as hot hands and hot feet and stuff. So I can definitely tell that the GABA is being absorbed. And then over the period of half hour to an hour, I can tell that it's changing my mental state as well, and definitely helping me with sleep. And it definitely is helping me to get deeper, more reparative, more refreshing sleep. So, also, GABA is created from glutamate, and I have definitely noticed that I'm sensitive to glutamate. Glutamate can cause ADD type symptoms. It's called excitotoxicity, and I definitely have ADD type symptoms. So, since glutamate's converted using glutamate, gosh, I always blank on it, decarboxylase enzyme, I must be deficient on that glutamate decarboxylase enzyme, and it's causing A, higher glutamate levels, which cause stress and anxiety and excitotoxicity, and B, less GABA, which is inhibitory. So I'm just altogether high on glutamate and low on GABA. So the best thing I can do right now is supplement GABA, which I've been taking a GABA supplement, GABA, and that has been helping. Alright, so that's one of the factors. Hopefully, that is one of the factors that I hopefully have knocked out now in my quest to treat my insomnia. The second thing is an antioxidant deficiency. Now this shows up, and let me say for GABA, the aspect of sleep you would notice is that you're not getting deep, restful sleep, that you wake up and you still feel like you need more sleep, no matter how much sleep you get, then you know that that's a GABA problem. And also if you have trouble turning off your mind, you feel like your body is relaxed and sleepable, but your mind isn't, that's probably GABA deficiency. So that's how you can kind of pinpoint that. And also if your blood sugar's high, you probably have, or tends to be high, then you also can pinpoint GABA in that. So the next thing is the antioxidant deficiency. What this shows up as for me is in the mornings after REM sleep, so after dream time, I'll wake up with kind of a buzzing inside my head. Unless people think that this is electromagnetic, targeting your brain from electromagnetic waves, which I think is partially true, or static electricity, it kind of feels like in your brain. You kind of feel like a buzzing that kind of keeps you up, or a rhythmic buzzing, like bzzz, bzzz, something like that. So what that seems to be caused by, I think it is caused by static, which is a not enough, I believe. Yes, not enough electrons. Not enough electrons in the neural circuits. So you basically have an electron deficiency. Well, there's different ways to regain these electrons. One is grounding. So if you look, or earthing is the biological term. So if you Google earthing, you will find ways to regain lost electrons that way. Another way, a chemical way, which I'm a fan of chemical ways because it's easier and cheaper, even though I am a mechanical engineer, is antioxidants. Antioxidants are electron donors, so they donate electrons. So that's a way to get those lost electrons. Now, what this points to is a glutathione deficiency, because glutathione is the master antioxidant, the master electron donor in the body. So we probably have a glutathione deficiency. And that could be caused from the genetic problem glucose 6 phosphatase dehydrogenase. That's glucose 6 phosphatase dehydrogenase deficiency. So this would show up as an allergy to legumes like beans or peas. And I've definitely noticed that I get negative reactions from legumes. And it took me a long time to figure that out, but just eat pure legumes in a meal and see how that would affect you, if it negatively affects you. then you know that you probably have glucose 6-phosphatase dehydrogenase deficiency. Now that means that you're low on glutathione, the master antioxidant, and that would explain the buzzing in the mind from a lack of electrons. So to do that, to fix that, you can take glutathione, and it does seem to be absorbed well enough to help. So you can buy that from your supplement shop or online, called glutathione. Now, vitamin C also supports glutathione. Glutathione is an antioxidant. When it gets used up, vitamin C replenishes it. So definitely vitamin C can help with that as well, with that buzzing sensation in the mind. So that's 2 of the factors that I believe I've found in my insomnia and the ways to address them. Now, 2 more factors. The next is stomach microorganisms. You can tell this is you wake up in the morning and your stomach hurts, and you're like, you know what, I know that if I eat something that this pain will go away. Well, it's not because you're hungry. Alright, I'll tell you that right now. It's because you have yeast or possibly H. pylori bacteria in your stomach, and they run out of food, so they start attacking your stomach wall. You know, obviously that can cause ulcers and definite problems, stomach cancer even in the long term, so you definitely want to address it. And so the way to do that is with diatomaceous earth, and that's the best way. There's also Lugol's iodine, but that might wake you up too much, you know, since this is trying to get more sleep. So when you wake up from hunger pain, you're going to want to take some diatomaceous earth, you're going to want to take some diatomaceous earth. The pain will go away, and you'll be surprised. You'll be like, wow, I really wasn't hungry. Maybe hunger pain isn't really hunger at all, and it's not. And the final aspect is adrenal insufficiency. I'm sure if you've seen this video that you probably have heard of adrenal burnout. And you probably don't think you have it, but I do think you do. Anybody who's undergone any type of stress, be it emotional stress, social stress, physical stress, mental stress, you're putting your adrenals under difficult situation, and they could easily be burnt out. So the best way I've found, you can supplement with cortisol, which will help, but you know, it's more of a pharmaceutical method. An herbal method, which is much more consistent and gentle and fundamental, I guess. It's more of a healing instead of a treatment, and that is adaptogens. So I've been using eleuthero, which is Siberian ginseng, to great effect, and some people it wakes them up. For me, it helps me to calm down and go to sleep. So definitely grab an adaptogen. I would recommend either eleuthero or ashwaganda and or rhodiola. I don't remember exactly how to pronounce it. But grab one of those adaptogens, and that will help with your adrenal issue. So, in summary, 4 aspects of common insomnia. 4 aspects of my insomnia. 4 aspects in your insomnia, probably. If you're a young person, you know, if you're older, melatonin might be in that category as well, but for me, melatonin isn't. I don't need melatonin. I'm more of the ADD personality. I'm not on the depressive side. I'm on the ADD side. So it's usually one or the other. You're either on the ADD side or on the depressive side. If you're on the ADD side, you're like me to some extent, and these 4 aspects will probably help you. And, you know, in summary, those 4 aspects is antioxidant / glutathione deficiency. You got your GABA deficiency. You got the stomach microorganisms, and you got adrenal insufficiency. So in antioxidant deficiency, you need glutathione and vitamin C. In GABA deficiency, you need GABA, the supplement. In stomach microorganism deficiency, you need diatomaceous earth. And in adrenal deficiency, you need adaptogen herbs, or cortisol, hydrocortisone, prednisone even. So those are the 4 aspects. I hope you rewind the video if you need to refresh on those so you can write those down. If you treat those, I'm confident that it will help you. And if you knock down all 4 of them, hopefully you can achieve a lasting healing from your insomnia. For chronic insomnia sufferers, this is the golden goose, the goal, you know, and it'd be a lifesaver if you could do it. So focus on those 4. Knock all of them out, because if you knock one out, it might help you sleep for 1 or 2 nights, but then those other 3, you're going to overpower it, and you're not going to be able to sleep anymore. And then you might knock out this one, and then it helps a little bit, but then, you know, it's in this never-ending cycle. You knock one out, and it helps a little bit, but you never get that lasting thing. So my theory for you, and it has helped me, at least in the past night, I mean, and I've been working on all of these different aspects at different times, so, and then last night I put them all together, and boom, I had a great sleeping session. So my recommendation to you is knock out all 4 of them at once every night, and hopefully you'll achieve the lasting healing for your insomnia. Alright, thanks for tuning in. This is part 2 of the Insomnia series. Stay tuned for more, and ask any questions that you got. Thank you.